welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. My name is Christina. If you have a Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius sun, or Sagittarius moon, this is your 2023 annual astrology forecast. All right, just right before I going to start, I have to tell you something. This is a little bit of taste of 2023. It's a little bit of teaser. Actually, I'm going to make a video which going to be 1.5 to 2 hours for each individual sign. And I'm going to put that up for purchase. And at the beginning, you will be capable to purchase it for $5 each individual sign. Or if you would like to have all of it for $50 for the first 3 months of the year. And after it's going to go for sale of $12 each individual sign. So right now it's about 30-40 minutes forecast, and I'm going to talk about the bigger transits here. I'm going to talk about Saturn and Pluto changing sign, and the nodes are changing sign, and Jupiter as well, and which area of your life going to be affected by that. In my video, which is going to be 2 hours long, I'm going to talk about all the lunation. I'm going to dissect everything and being really detailed about 2023, all the lunations, out of bound planets, eclipses, and like every single month, like really detailed. So, if you would like to, then you will be able to purchase it. So let's start Sagittarius and let's see what's going to go on in your life in 2023. Okay, so let's start with Mars, because January 12th, Mars is going to go direct in your 7th house. So it entered your 7th house of partnership, one-on-one relationship in September, end of August, actually, 2022. And it went in retrograde 2022, October 30th until January 12th, 2022. And it's going to exit Gemini and ingress Cancer in March 24th, 2023, your 8th house. So what kind of abruption Mars can indicate in your 7th house of partnership? Partnership or one-on-one business relationship, one-on-one friendship, it could be actually going through an abrupt change, because Mars is the planet of courage, warrior, encouraging, and it's war, it's abruption. So it's ruled by the Tower in the tarot card. And when it's went to retrograde over here, you most likely needed to adjust something in your relationship, in your marriage. But finally, it will go forward January 12th. So either you adjusted your relationship and you will be capable to move forward strong together, or if your relationship is not based on the really good foundation, you might break up, or it might going to lead to a divorce. But definitely it could indicate the last 7 months for you, some kind of verbal conflict with a significant others, or it could be a friend as well. So verbal conflicts in 7th house matters. It could be also law, because 7th house ruled by Libra in astrology, and Libra is connected with justice also. So it could indicate like you have been sued, or you are suing a company, and it is coming to a fruition and it's coming to ending. And let's see other situation here. So that is October 12th, but I'm going to animate the chart for, let's see, January 1st, 2023. Let's see what's going on. Okay, here we're going to have a Capricorn, a stellium in your 2nd house, Sagittarius, in January. What does it mean? Second house is actually your values. It is also your finances, but it is the finance that you are earning with hard work. And Capricorn is represented by Saturn and ruled by Saturn, which is transiting at the beginning still in your third house, not for a long time, but at the beginning still in your third house. And actually, this stellium ruled by Saturn, it's definitely a really strong work ethic, stamina. But Saturn is also limitation, restriction, caution. So it could indicate some kind of limitation to your financial access. So perhaps you're going to have to work hard, but you're not going to get paid from your work. It's going to get delayed. Or it also could indicate, because look at this stellium, and this stellium is coming from Venus, which is money and rules the second house, Pluto, which is other people's money and rules the eighth house, all the taboos and bank system and financial institutions, insurances. So Venus and Pluto over here conjuncting in Capricorn, it could be like you will have some kind of income from some kind of financial institution. It could be a mortgage, it could be an insurance money coming through. Finally, you getting it, and it's going to go to your bank account. But it could be maybe you worked for it previously, so you have to sue someone, as I said, with that kind of Mars retrograde in Gemini, and finally it's coming to ending. And then, like the person going to pay out, or you're going to get the money from suing somebody, alimony, or any kind of eighth house and second house matters. But definitely that's your wallet, and your wallet is going to get fatter, bigger. All right. Mercury here, it's also sales, and especially in Capricorn. Capricorn is structures and rules the 10th house of career. So in the second house, it could come from some kind of sale, or you have a business, like you are a mortgage broker, or you are selling stuff, and that's how you are going to increase your income in January. And let's move forward and let's talk about Saturn right now, because Saturn on March 7th, going to move to Pisces, to your fourth house. Saturn is, as I said, limitation, endurance, work ethic, strong work ethic, discipline, but also, death and restriction and limitation. And it's also fierce as well. So when it's gonna go to Pisces in your fourth house, Saturn is also structure, and it's also undeveloped land. Fourth house is your living situation. So you're going to get restructured your living situation when it's going to go to your fourth house. And, fourth house also ending, and it's your grave as well. So Saturn could be a father figure, and because of that is also a family member your rule. It could indicate, like during the 2.5 years while Saturn is in your fourth house, an authority figure in your life is passing away. That's the very side and the sorry side of Saturn in your fourth house. But it also could indicate, or actually fear of losing your home, to go to foreclosure or situation like that. And why? Because actually Pisces is inflation, Saturn is the structure. This is your home, this is fear as well. So fear of losing your home because of the values are different. It became inflation, and that's foreclosure in the fourth house. So careful over there. But it's March 7, and you have to understand both of the archetype. You have to understand Saturn, and I was talking about that. Saturn is the Lord of Karma. So I said a lot about Saturn. What does it indicate? But what about Pisces? Pisces is ruling the 12th house. 12th house is the unprivileged. It is hospitals, orphanages, it is also prisons. It rules the homelessness. It rules, it's the cosmic womb. It is the most spiritual sign. So it is truly spiritual, and Pisces practicing forgiveness, humble people most of the time, ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of blessing, growth, and abundance, and Neptune, which is the planet of art, filmmaking, dreams, intuition, compassion, self-sacrifice. So also illusion, delusion, and addiction, alcohol and pharmaceutical addiction as well. So that's the archetype of Pisces. That's what it rules. That's how he actually acts and create. And in the fourth house, it could be something like, like you might want to create a structure or buy a land, like an island. You might want to buy an island if you can afford, or you might want to buy a land next to the ocean because Pisces is ocean. Or it could indicate something like Saturn is discipline, Pisces is alcoholism. So it could be like you're going to help and discipline something in the family who has some kind of pharmaceutical or alcohol issues, alcohol problem. That is changing there, and you can be actually the initiator of that change in your family, for your family member. It could be also because Saturn also not only the father figure, but also an ex. And because that is death and funeral, so it could be like one of your ex-partner is passing away as well. It could indicate that one as well. And Saturn also is drought in Pisces. Pisces is water, Saturn is declining the water. So it's like, it could be like fourth house matter, you're going to face some kind of water issue, but actually instead of flood, it's going to be something like the pipes are not working and I have no water and it's coming over and over again. So it could be a 2.5 years of situation in this matter. Also, Saturn is, Pisces is dreamland and dreaming and intuition. Saturn over there actually can stop your intuition, your gut feeling somehow. And being a Sagittarius, you have a really good intuition, but somehow it could create like, all right, my dreams are not that vivid anymore, not that lucid. And, like, or, just simple as it is, I have to restructure my house and I'm always tired because of that constant building a house from, you are the one who is building the house, not buying it, but building a house. All right, let's talk about formalhood here. So we do have a star, and that is actually a fixed star, and that is a royal star, and its name is formalhood. And it is in 4th degree Pisces, okay? And 4th degree Pisces is a mutable sign, so it's capable to adapt and capable to change. And formalhood has actually a celestial power of creativity. And it's in honorific degree. Honorific degree is karmic degree in astrology. And in mutable sign, we have it at 4 degrees when formalhood is there. And then it's going to eventually, very soon, so it's going to be around June, July, when it's going to conjunct with Saturn in your 4th house. So that is a creative aspect that formalhood also representing, it's a royal star and representing Archangel Gabriel and what is coming from the south. So you might want to put in your home an Archangel Gabriel statue on the south, and it's going to help you with your creativity, because formalhood is creative vision, and it's actually seeks to express itself through art. And it's very poetic and sensible, and for example, you are capable to create and write lyrics or use your creative power at home. So you will be the one actually who not just build your own house, but you might even going to design everything in your house, because of that is a creative vision. So Formal hat also representative, like visions and idealism and creative talent. So it could be like something coming into your life which going to be permanent. So Saturn is permanent. It's something which is old and permanent. And that 4 degree over here with this fixed star, it could be like, you know what, I'm going to have an art studio at home and I'm going to work out from home, but something with creativity. It could be also because it's in Pisces representing filmmaking, script writing, photography. I'm gonna set up a photography studio at home, Saturn building the structure at home, or like something what is home based but art related. Maybe my recording studio gonna be there because Pisces is music as well and recording as well. So that would be really good, and it's gonna go Saturn going to retrograde back and forth over here. And it's going to reach formal hat and conjunct with it a few times. So definitely positive and positive change. Yes, so that is Saturn here. So then right now, let's talk about Pluto and let's talk about Aquarius, because Pluto is going to change sign. And from your second house, it's coming, which it's represented money over here and transformation with your financial matters. Then transformation with the way you are looking at finances and the way you are related to bank system and related to other people's money. And right now it's going to go to your third house, and third house is your communication. That is the way you are able to process information. And Aquarius also the way you are able to process information, because that Aquarius rules the crown chakra. So it's downloading the universal knowledge usually, and Aquarius is the genius and the genius mind, and especially in the third house of writing, creative projects, speaking, workshop. So Pluto is the planet of transformation, and Pluto rules the eighth house of all the taboos and other people's money and sexuality. Coming to the third house, you might going to find one of your neighbor attractive, or one of your friend attractive as well. But actually you might be attracted to the person mind, to the person geniusness. It's not simple sexual attraction. It's mostly like you are attracted to the mind. And yes, so Pluto is elimination, destruction, regeneration, taboos, renewal, transformation. It's the phoenix effects, like coming back from ashes like phoenix. Mortgage, insurance, alimony, inheritance, sex, death, pregnancy, abortion, obsession. So in your third house, so you can get actually obsessed with studying and researching. Third house, it's the way you interact with your higher self, the way you are researching, and you might going to get into, actually, because third house also digital currencies ruled by Gemini, but Aquarius also digital currencies, and Pluto is money and other people's money, bank system. So you might going to change the way again you relate to bank systems. You might going to have your money in different values and different currencies, for example. So, and most likely it's going to be something digital, but definitely transforming the way you are speaking, the way you are expressing yourself verbally. All right, so Pluto actually, I made a video before and I predicted the cycles for 10 years ahead. So just go back to that video and check it, what's happened historically before when Pluto was in Aquarius, and what did I say in a Monday perspective. But Aquarius is a fixed air sign, so air is moving and it's easy, it's look through, so it's an easier way of transformation. And Pluto over here, it's researches, it's values education, it's transformation in primary school education. Maybe your children's going to experience different way of studying, and also it's transformation. So if you are teaching, and if you are teaching children primary school, that is also going through transformation. But Pluto actually is going to be back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius for the next 2 years, and it's going to enter Aquarius in 2024 and going to station here. I mean, being here and resides here for the next 20 years. So it's going to leave 2044. So you see that is actually a generational planet. It's an outer planet. Pluto, it takes forever for Pluto, 208 years to 84 years to go around the zodiac cycle. So, and you know, it's not going around it's a dwarf planet, not going around the ecliptic the same way. And the zodiac signs like Munda, so doesn't have the same cycle, and that's why, or root, I would say root. So that's why in sometimes stays 12 years in one sign, other times 20 years in another one. So, you know, but definitely generational. And in your third house, it is everything around your neighborhood, everything with your friends, everything with your siblings is going through transformation. Pluto almost like seeing their truth, seeing the core of their being, those people around you. So Pluto is also a detective. So those people, your neighbors, your friends, your siblings, not going to be able to lie to you anymore. You're just going to look through of them, and not, yeah, like you know, Pluto or Scorpio, they have usually really pointy eyes. So they are, I call it like X-ray eyes. So definitely it could be, or you're going to build up a detective business, because third house is business. And it's, you know, like with education or workshop or sales, and Pluto could be detective. So it could be like, or it could be, because that was also representing studying, and in Aquarius it could be astrology studying, but because Pluto is here, it could be either forensic astrology or financial astrology course you're going to take. And actually you're going to provide and it's going to be permanent in your life, this study, and you're going to provide financial stability out from these studies. So yeah, it could be that one as well. And third house is studying, Pluto is research, so definitely there is going to be like, I want to know more, you know, like hungry for knowledge. That's what it is, and that's the way I can say that. And let's talk about a little bit altar, which is in the first degree in Aquarius, actually. And what does it mean? What does altar means? And that's also a fixed star in astrology. So what you have to know, fixed stars are moving really, really slowly. And altar has some kind of Martian properties. It's very bold, it's very courageous, it's the initiator. So with Pluto, actually both of them, I mean, altar doesn't rule Scorpio, but it has Martian qualities, right, altar? So with Pluto in the first degree in your third house, it could like initiate workshop. So I'm going to have to start an application or create an application, or I'm going to initiate study and study about cryptocurrency. So that is an initiator, yes. And it's also because of Pluto is going back and forth on those karmic degrees, the 0 and the 29 degrees, you know, it's going to go back and forth and conjunct a few times with altar as well. Okay, so let's talk about then Jupiter, guys. Jupiter is going to move to your sixth house. What is the sixth house? Sixth house is your health. Sixth house is your work. Sixth house is your tenants or roommates as well, and your dog or pets, small pets. So Jupiter is a blessing, that is a growth, that is abundance, that is the riches. Jupiter is expansion. It's really representing generosity, good fortune. And in the second house, it could represent like, all right, I'm going to have a great opportunity with work coming to me. But it's going to be something with either Jupiterian or Taurian. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. In your sixth house, it could represent like my work going to be something with gardening because Taurus, or in finance, right? Because Taurus rules the second house, something with values, or Taurus can rule jewelry as well. So maybe I'm going to work in a jewelry store, or I'm going to create, because Taurus is art. So I'm going to become a jeweler and create jewelries or making bracelets or necklaces or something like that. But definitely it could be an outlet for you. So Jupiter is very good and it's a blessing planet. However, Jupiter in sixth house, eighth house, and sometimes even 12th house, not necessarily the best, especially if they having a bad aspect with some natal planets for you. So as I said, it's growth. And in Taurus, it could create some kind of issues with your thyroid. It could like expand. So it could be hyper or hypothyroidism, anything with the glands, making it bigger. It could create cancer, and it could create actually vocal nodules, vocal cords. It could create cyst on the teeth or jaw because of Taurus rules the jaw and the lower jaw and the teeth over there. So yeah, it could be indicating some kind of issues with your jaw and with your teeth, with your lower jaw. All right. And if it's coming to a roommate or tenant, then definitely it brings in luck, because Taurus Jupiter, it's bringing luck for you there. It's bringing like you're going to have maybe a tenant from abroad because of Jupiter rules ninth house, which is abroad, which is foreign country, foreigners, or your roommate going to be a foreigner as well. So yeah, it could indicate a lot of positive, but you have to be careful with some kind of growth on the area of throat or jaw as well. Okay. And Jupiter going to actually conjunct in 2024 with Uranus, but we're gonna talk about that later. But that's definitely, it could be very, very positive in your sixth house matter. So yes, if you studied astrology before, the business could become like with this conjunction in 2024, very auspicious for you. And okay, let's talk about then the nodes. And the nodes is also going to change sign in July 17th. And it's going to go to Aries and Libra axis. So it's going to be your 5th and 11th house, Sagittarius. So the nodes are always going to go to clockwise. So it's going backward, not like the other planets, right? And the nodes are actually mathematical points of the moon. It's not planets. The north node is the Jupiterian energy. That is Rahu, the head of the dragon. That is the karma, the destiny you are heading toward to. So the avenue what you have to approach to fulfill the karma in this lifetime. And so now this always working in axis. So it's going to be, and let's go by month over here, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go till July, when it's gonna go to Aries. And then you see it's the 5th house and the 11th house. So 5th house representing joy, creativity, intimacy, lottery winning. Aries is initiator, impulsive. North node here, it's a Jupiterian energy, so it could be a little bit arrogant. It could have a leap of faith and, start to gamble, for example. So careful with that, because it could indicate some kind of gamble issues as well. But on the other hand, if it's your purpose, it could indicate finally I'm going to initiate a creative project, and the next 18 months I'm going to finally fulfill that purpose in my life. So not in your 11th house in Libra. Libra anyway rules partnership. 11th house is hope and wishes, but also your social circle and your friends, and it could indicate like I'm going to say goodbye to my social circle, and for some of my friends it's time to detox and cleanse out. And then, it all as some kind of hope in my life, or what I wished for, it's going to come to a completion. It could indicate as well. But the eclipses, so the nodes actually are attached to the eclipses. And the eclipse in our life, sometimes we have 4, or sometimes we have 6 or 8 eclipses in a year. This year, 2023, we're going to have 4. And it's going to go on July 17 to Aries and Libra axis already. So the nodes, you have to know, the nodes are always working in axis. So it's, if you have an Aries, the axis, the opposition is Libra. If last year in 2022 and 21, it was in Taurus and Scorpio, so that's actually affected our finances and the other people's money. So it's always working in axes, in opposition. And the solar eclipse is when the moon is between the sun and the earth, and the lunar eclipse is when the earth stands between the sun and the moon. So usually eclipses are dramatic changes on our life. They are, like urge us to take actions and shake us in our course. So definitely it's dramatic, and definitely it's an abrupt change. And usually actually solar eclipses are coming with change which is positive. It's bringing some kind of life-changing positive opportunities in our life. So it could be like a graduation, a breakthrough, awards, nomination. It could be like proposal. It could be marriages. It could be, like promotion in our life. And the lunar eclipses, unfortunately, it is losses. So like what we need to leave behind in our life, and what we need to be aware to shed off, because it doesn't serve us anymore. So it's expired already for a long time. It's end of a cycle. So let's see what's going to be, like 11th house matters, end of the cycle. It's definitely that some kind of social circle or friendship. And 11th house also rules courthouses as well. So it could be like some kind of situation with court, like it could be like somebody sued you, or you were fighting for alimony, or it was a divorce court, or it was fighting for your children, or you wanted to adopt a child, and that kind of court system, it's ending. It's not serving us anymore. It's done. And then the 5th house is joy. It's a new romantic partner. It could be a lover. It could be a mistress. It could be lottery winning. As I said, North Node here definitely could be lottery winning. And yeah. So let me see. That's Jupiter. Just a second. Yeah. Because Jupiter gonna go to Taurus in May. So yeah, they're gonna conjunct here at the beginning, like North Node and Jupiter going to conjunct in your 6th house around May or end of May. So that is very purposeful. That is an amazing opportunity for work, or an amazing opportunity to for healing as well. But definitely getting a job and something purposeful that you always wanted to fulfill. End of May, because those going to North Node and Jupiter gonna conjunct here at the beginning. Yes. So that's the eclipses. And then let's see what, oh, yes, I didn't talk about Spica. There is another fixed star. And let's see Spica. going to be affected by your South node, because Spica resides in Libra 23 degree. And it's going to be here, 23 degree, because South node is going to come from Scorpio and going to enter your 11th house. And eventually it's going to around probably around December-ish, going to conjunct with Spica over here. But you know, South node is loss, it's ending, it's completion, shedding off. And you know, Spica is actually also a fixed star, and it's 23 degrees, as I said, in Libra, and it's indicating it has a creative power of intelligence, and it is also have a creative power of for example, the way you process information. Spica is a very, very lucky star. So if somebody has Spica in their chart, for example, conjuncting with Sun and Moon or Jupiter, they are really, truly lucky. So it's you know, Spica is skills and skillfulness and smartness and wiseness, creativity as well. The only thing with Spica, it could be narcissism, and it could be also some kind of controlling issue, so, or substance abuse as well. And in your 11th house, guys, it could indicate something like you are going to a lot of social event where, you know, people and you're going to become narcissist and you know, so you're egoist and center of attention, and that's why the circle you were belonging from want to get rid of you. So South node is want to get rid of you, so careful, because you can get arrogant and narcissist. And then it also could means just like 11th house is hopes and wishes, also lack, and you know, it could indicate like you have to watch your luck a little bit, because South node and Spica over there, maybe you were very lucky. You're ruled by Jupiter, Sagittarius. You are optimistic and lucky. And right now you don't feel the luck coming. And why? Because North node here gonna come to your 5th house, gambling, lottery. So, you know, you might going to start to gamble and you might going to lose money because South node going to go on your Spica. So just watch out and careful. All right, also, I just wanted to tell you, we're going to have a Chinese Rabbit New Year from January 22, 2023 till February 4th, 2024. And, you know, Rabbit is associated with Pisces, and Pisces also ruled by Jupiter, just like you. So it could be really beneficial for you guys. But definitely, if you are a rabbit Sagittarius, or if you are a pig or goat or dog Sagittarius, it could indicate a very prosperous and good year for you. So, as I said, subscribe, like, and comment, please. That's how the algorithm going to recognize me, and I can make more videos and guidance for you. And if you want to purchase later on the whole 2 hours video, you know, reach out and let me know about that. As a Sagittarius, you have, and the most beautiful stone for you is lapis lazuli. It rules Jupiter. And you know, you might want to use some kind of pendant or bracelet, which is like going to help you with your year. And it's you know, it could be your talisman if you want that. Okay, guys, I'm happy to guide you, and I'm grateful for your attention. So see you soon. See you in November when I'm going to make your November videos. And have a safe and prosperous and powerful, transformative, beautiful 2023. Bye.